What's going on, fellow humans and resellers? It is I, James, ReadoptionAgency.com. 22 years selling full-time on eBay. Welcome to Wednesday. So Adrian had to ref 2 hockey games last night. But I saw he did some of the shipping at like 1 on midnight. I'm like, all right. So he came home, did some shipping, and was up at 7 and gone to work. So good work ethic. Good work ethic. So got a little bit here. Got another Posh. Doink. My first on Posh. Not first sale, but first media sale. Cha-ching. And even though there's haters over something like that, no, I did not give a discount. And yes, a media item sold on Posh. It's kind of funny, the people that say you can't do something, and even something like that, and then you see the people that get bent out of shape over something like that. It's like, really? Oh, what kind of discount did you give? None. They just came in and straight up bought it. $6 with that $7 whatever shipping. So, like I said, impulse buys. Impulse buys are huge. Not just that. This is the main reason I charge shipping for items. Most people expect to pay shipping. Most people don't even count the shipping. The shipping is like the thing they know they're going to have to pay for their convenience of not going out and finding it. That's what shipping is. So some people are willing to tip a little more on DoorDash. Some people are willing to pay a little more for the shipping. So you look at it like that, and you got a whole different scenario way of looking at things. So yes. So remember that. Remember that. And there's going to be people who, now that I'm putting everything from eBay to Posh, we know checkout issues have been a problem off and on for the last 2 years on eBay. So if somebody sees an item on eBay and then for whatever technical reasons they can't check out, what are they going to do? They're going to look someplace else. So hopefully they'll find my item someplace else and be able to make that order there. So, but yeah, even as of yesterday, there was customers complaining of not being able to check out. So that's the problem still going on. I will say this. One of my repeat buyers came back. He's been MIA for a couple months or so now. One of my hat buyers overseas who has items shipped to a container in Oregon. So he came back in last night and sent me offers on 38 hats. So I took all those offers this morning. So 38 hats in one lot. So he'll probably end up paying sometime today. So that's going to really help out the day and hopefully help out that algorithm with sell-through rates with 38 items selling right off the bat this morning. So hopefully that'll be a nice climb day on eBay. So that will be nice. So what did yesterday end like? Let's go straight into sales. And the cool thing, I believe, on that 38-piece order is none of them said promoted. So he's a repeat customer. I don't think he's bought with me since that whole promoted piggybacking thing started. And he probably just came straight to my eBay store and started buying. So none of it looks to be promoted. So that's going to be even another bonus. So yesterday, Tuesday, the 22nd, and I've been starting to put comparisons to last year since I saw those few days where compared to last year is down 45 to 50%. So I'm going to start comparing the days to the same day last year. So that'll kind of give you an indication of what August is supposed to be like last year compared to this year. And being that the technical issue seems to be a lot more greater this month than it was last month than it was last year at this time. So we're going to see that. So yesterday I ended on eBay $748.11, down 7.2%, but still $748. Boom. Net sales $342.46. Now that's down 38% because I never took shipping out on eBay, where I'm doing that now just so I can keep an eye on my selling cost, which my selling cost yesterday was 48.2%, so below 50 where I want to keep it. So boom, and that's good to know because I'm testing. Before I had the coupon code for 20% off, so not everybody used that coupon code. I guess not everybody saw it, so they didn't use it at checkout. So this week till the end of the month, I turned that off and I put 20% off on everything to see how they kind of contrast. Still, I know I'm not going to get a perfect probably results, being there's technical issues on the site, but if technical issues are the level playing field of the future, there's always going to be issues, then it will give me more of a solid base on what works better. So average sale per item $19.69, up 15%. So still good in that department. So quantity sold 38 items, down 19%. So as you can still see, down compared to a year ago. So see what the split was yesterday with organic and promoted. Ooh. 38 items sold, 31 promoted, 7 organic. Still huge organic suppression. I gotta find it and see. I expect low numbers because of the eBay piggyback thing. It seemed like my average was going to be around 15, but with the situation the way it is, maybe 5 to 10 is going to be the average for my organic sold. That being said, then that leads to, okay, how can I increase that? Do I start sharing more on social media? Usually during the fourth quarter, I will run a Facebook ad to bring people into my store. I don't know if I'm going to do it this year. It depends on if the sales pick up or not. I usually put up about a $300 budget a month to run Facebook ads on for my eBay store on Facebook during fourth quarter, but I don't know if I'm going to do it this year or not, depending on how the sales are. So we'll see how that turns out. So, but impressions have dropped 1.1 million, 1.168 to be exact. Down. I've been running around I've been running about that. Never mind. I was running around 1.3. Then it kind of dropped on the 14th. Since the 14th, I've been pushing 1 million to 1.6-ish million. Looks like 1.2 is about the average this past week. So we're right on average compared to that. So today, thus far, 3 items sold from pretty slow morning besides the offers. 2 promoted, 1 organic. And $61. We're only at 8:38 a.m. though. But still, last 31 days, it's gone up. I'm down now 18% when I should be going up. So that's still not in a good place. But I was going to say something and I forgot. What were you going to say, James? I forgot. Man, I don't like all this red. The only thing that's up is external site views, up 4.1. And that might be just because of the YouTube, if a lot of people are clicking on the links under the video. Boom, 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 boom. I'm trying to see if I can capture what I was going to say, but I can't. I don't remember. But anyway, so today so far, I already went there, but I already did that. So that's before. I lost it, whatever it was. I lost it. I don't remember what I was going to say. But anyway, there was an 8-hour period overnight where only 3 items sold. Between 11 and 7, only had 3 items sell. So, but I did have all those offers on the hats. The one person came in at about midnight. So. I sold 38 hats in 15 minutes. There's a thumbnail for you. 38 hats in 15 minutes. But, so, I guess we'll get into some question and comments and ship out the kind of, got a couple of non-normal items. Questions and comments. All right, comments. Again, thank you. Another Vendu affiliate last night. So thank you guys. That's what I want to do is cover some Posh, and several more Giro packs. So thank you guys for that. Affiliate link below if you're considering Vendu, 25% off your first month. And if you need packing materials, Giro pack below. Use Urban Picker at checkout to save 10%. Boom. Just on those 2 affiliates, it looks like I'm going to hit about $500 for 1 month's time on those affiliates. So that's all because of you guys. So thank you so much. Way beyond my expectation. I was hoping for like $50, honestly. If that, I was just hoping for something. Because I'm just always in that phase where I don't feel like I deserve. So, and I've always used that, I think, subconsciously to hold me back. I always did enough to be like content happy, and then never wanted to push anything farther because I didn't want to lose. I didn't want to seem greedy or feel or risk the comfort, if you will. So doing stuff like that, I always put it off for so long because one main reason is I don't want to push nothing that I don't have passion about using, or don't use on a consistent basis, or it hasn't changed the things for me. Where Vendu's changed things for me with Poshmark. And then this clearly has changed things because it's lower costs. So it's lower out-of-pocket money that I was paying. And then the affiliates on top of it's just like the bonus stuff. So seeing things go beyond my expectations, it makes me feel a little bit happy and proud, but scared, because I'm past that boundary of expectation, and it's like, well, you don't deserve that, and don't try to be greedy because you don't want to lose what you got. So I am taking baby steps into that world, going, trying to hang on to what I got with how far can I go, So I think as long as I keep my baseline normality of what my intentions are, it should be fine. I hope. So you see that fear factor I work with. So thank you guys for that. So It's much appreciated and much unexpected. So, Posh. So I guess I wish I could figure out exactly what day I really started pushing over to Posh. I guess I could go back in my videos at some point and kind of see when I did, but I think we're going on a month that I've been cross-listing. Oh, I just sold another item on there just now. Boom. Beautiful. Cardinal hat I put up yesterday. So that was $12. Nice. So I already got my one today. I just try to get one sale a day. So when I get more than one, I'm like, yay. So that's the first one for today. So as of right now, okay, so this started on the 1st. Okay. So for the past 23 days, I made $390 on Posh so far with my long tail-ish type items. So that's happy. I'm glad the hats are starting to move a little bit more too now because got a buttload of hats. So that's above my expectations. So I wanted 300 to start out and hoping to get that by month 2. Well, I'm already at 390 before the end of month 1. So I've got 1,800 items crossed over so far. So that's $400. That's a bill, you know. So, and then some. So that's the way I kind of look at it. $300 individual $300, a bill here, a bill there, a bill there. And so far they've both exceeded my expectations, so that's cool. All right, questions and comments. James, the big sellers like to clutter, have high price or have volume priced shipping that is lower than normal shipping rates. See, I always thought something has to be up for them to be able to sell $4 item with free shipping and not go out of business. That's how they ship things so cheap. I have a sale volume rate as well from my book company. Typically, it's for sellers that send out over 150 to 200 packages a day. All right. I was not aware of that for media mail because I've always talked to reps in the past before companies started giving business discounts to like stamps and eBay and stuff like that. And nobody's ever mentioned anything about that kind of thing. So I never knew about it. So some information to check into for sure. Because I wonder what the difference is. Alrighty, next up, sales turned off here. Next up, Talbot's is a high end. Talbot's is high end. Stuff like that can go for more on Posh. Yeah, that's why I put it on Posh. Well, it's on both, but I like that kind of stuff. Women's clothing, obviously, so for Posh. Keep an eye on your Posh fees, as lower price items will be eaten up by higher fees. Yeah, well, when you list, it tells you what you'll make on an item. And on my offer thing that sends out automatically, I have it set so that it will not send offers out if I was to make, I think it's under $2. So it won't, I have to make over $2 before it will send the offer out. So diversifying definitely leaves you with no time to fret much over eBay. Definitely liberating. Yeah, it gives you something else to concentrate on. Another gives you the headspace to keep moving forward. so you're not concentrating and relying on eBay because of the issues, and gives you somewhere to grow. And I think we all need that for a good headspace to feel like we're growing. So, and I couldn't imagine right now if eBay was working the way it should, plus having the Posh, plus with the affiliate links, I'd be sitting so pretty awesome right now. Not that I'm not, but just thinking at the level I would be sitting at if eBay was working right is kind of unfathomable to me, to go, wow, having all these different incomes with eBay working properly, something I would have never. I held myself back on. It's what I've been doing. So it's kind of neat to take that new step and that new adventure, and you guys being so supportive of it. So it's pretty cool. That's awesome, James. I've had Poshmark a few years, but rarely listed. Was putting all my time into growing my eBay store. My eBay store grew and things were going great until April of this year. My sales dropped next to nothing, so I'm revamping my Posh store, and I actually scheduled my first live show, pivoting big time. Nice. I held out for as long as I could. You know, you saw it on the video how I was beating myself up over this crap, and I held out as long as I could, trying to be dedicated to eBay. I can't make purchases anymore on my desktop. All orders I want to make have to be made via mobile. Interesting. This is for the Posh vinyl records. So, yeah, Posh is not just clothing. Been doing it since 2019. I've sold so much different things on Posh. It's mind-blowing. Since you just started, you will be amazed at what sellers on their Mercari also. By the way, a tip for Poshmark: to sell a lot, you have to religiously share your closet at least once a day. I'm doing it right now. I think it's 5 times a day set for. But the more items I get, because you can only share up to 6,000 times. So the more items I get, I have to keep cutting that back. Plus, I do community shares to help other people. So that usually takes about a 500 to 1,000 of my shares for the day. So, good luck with diversifying onto different platforms because of how bad eBay has gotten. I'm so glad I decided to diversify. When I started full time, at that time I was doing eBay, Amazon, and Yahoo. I remember Yahoo. Now I'm no eBay, Amazon, Etsy, Mercari, OfferUp, Posh, Reverb, Discogs, Bonanza. My own site. I looked at that this way for 25 years. Why limit my inventory to one platform and possibly lose a sale from another platform? I'm very surprised more seasoned sellers were not already doing this. Well, I wasn't, because I've always been basically one person, and eBay was always, I would do 100 items a day on eBay when it was working fine. So when you're one person shipping out 100 items on eBay plus listing all day, that's why it would have been too overwhelming for me. So it just, eBay's numbers were too great to do that. And the sad thing is, nothing's changed except I've got more items. So, and eBay not working correctly. So, all this new updates and eBay working differently / not working correctly. How about that? Because we know with all the updates and the algorithm, things are going to change. Whether that was going to be for the positive or negative, we have to find out, because it's interfered with site issues. So I think that's the question. Future, say the eBay site was completely fixed, we got no errors and stuff. That's what I was going to say earlier. If it had no errors and stuff, what would my store look like? Would it look the same as 2 years ago, 3 years ago? I would like to think it should be better because I got more items, but who's to know? But anyway, I was going to say, with all the offers I took this morning, since I called it in the problem about the offers not working properly, I took 44 offers this morning and only one aired out. Where before, half of them I would click on would air out. So whether that's an improvement or not, I don't know, because the issue's still there. It's just not, it didn't happen to me as many times as normal. So. Let's see. I had to literally hijack one of my older listings that I had put up, which had an older format. In other words, I found my items that haven't sold in 2 months. I went in revised mode and scrubbed the photos of the items and totally redone everything just to get the newer item listed. I've been having trouble with shipping options the last few days, so I chose a simple shipping option. Just when I go to list it, the ship parameters disappear from the listing itself, but the method did work. Any problems there just listing? Yeah, when I've been going through my stuff, some of the stuff that I can tell that's been in there for 4 or 5 years or whatever, if I bring it up, sometimes I'll just take it down and retake the pictures and make a whole new listing for it. If you use promoted, don't you think a company trying to bring their numbers up will focus on the extra revenue, hence low organic for you? Well, yeah, with the whole piggyback, and that's the reason why. But as a business owner on the seller side of it, I want more organic than promoted, or at least want my organic to go. So you want to try one way or another to figure out how to get that number up, because that's going to be lesser fees for you. So whether that's sharing more on social media or whatever the case, I'm trying to figure out a way to get more organic sales. We have to play the opposite game with our business, because we're trying to not give them as much money while they're trying to get as much as they can. Unfortunately, which they should be concentrating on getting more new customers. And I've said it many times before, and I'll say it again. eBay has missed the boat on this past generation of youngins. Each generation seems to get more earth-friendly, if you will. eBay should be all about the second-hand market. If I was running eBay, I would have second-hand, my hand in everything second-hand there is. I would have banners up at Coachella. Save the earth. Buy from eBay second-hand. You know what I mean? Like, they are totally missing the boat. And you can tell it by not as many younger people on the platform. And they have so missed the boat on that. I think something like that, and I could just be biased because it's my idea, but from what I have seen in society with the younger generations and the way everybody's pushing climate change now, which I've always said, you're not going to stop climate change. You're not going to change the earth. We're not that big. We're not that powerful. We're not that strong. We're not going to change the earth. The earth is going to kill us. It will, no matter what. No matter how much we pollute or not. It killed the dinosaurs. It will kill us. That's the way I look at that. But looking at all the statistics and the trends and the stuff, eBay would, I feel, I don't want to go too high, 3 times as big as it is right now, if they would have seized that market. There's still a chance. There's still a chance I feel they could seize that market and still grow something powerful, more powerful than what it already is, by embracing that. All right. Hey, figured I would let you know I'm hearing word through the grapevine that part of the massive drop-off for a lot of people is because their listings don't have any of the item specifics filled out from the drop-down boxes. Well, you have to fill out the item specifics on the required ones. On the other ones, item specifics to me is just a bunch of waste of time. It's an overthought process. Why does every time I put something up, it wants to put the character as blue? And I'm guessing that's Blue's Clues. No, this is a blue shirt. Has nothing to do with Blue's Clues. No, this is the St. Louis Blues hockey jersey. It has nothing to do with Blue's Clues. Right? Item specifics is just... It was somebody trying to keep their job, so they wanted to be busy. That's the way I look at item specifics. When your required is 4 or 5, and then below it, there's like 20 others you could fill out. Come on now. Do I really need to fill out 30 different things for a blue t-shirt? No. Right? So, item specifics is overthought. And the ones that are required are there because of the drop-down menus on the side. And to help, I guess, with the search algorithm. So, but yeah, everybody does have item specifics filled out, because they can't list the item without the required ones filled out. Are you going to cross-list to Etsy? I'm not sold on Etsy just because they charge like 20 cents per listing. So I'm not there yet. I know that they've been promoting a lot more than eBay has. So I'm sure they're growing. I haven't looked into it yet. Posh is first. Slowly messing with Mercari now. Maybe I'll look at it in the future and put some things over there and see what happens. But as of right now, it's on the back burner. Vendu, thanks. eBay is slowly getting rid of small sellers and probably not showing low dollar items. They're not getting rid of anybody, and they are showing low dollar items. So I think you're already off on the wrong foot there. So on to shipping. I need to bring my drink down. My sinuses are draining. So, all right. So we got 11 here, and nothing's paid since we started, I don't think. So let's see here. Purchase shipping label. See if we got any international this morning. I know we got he sent that one out. So we do got one. Nope, that's just a buyer's note. So no international overnight. All right, let's go. First up, we've got another one of my Wrigley Field posters. I had found 5 or 6 of these or so at the bins. So I think I got a couple left from 1988. Sold for $9.34. Headed to Chicago. Dun, dun, dun. Did I do it tight enough? Yes. Biggity bam. Yeah, I never understood the whole eBay trying to be like Amazon thing. They had they still do, something so unique that is so in the now that they just, for one reason or another, I'd like to know the reason why they have not capitalized on it. Because you would think, if I can come up with that idea, surely somebody within eBay came up with that idea at one time and shared it. And if so, why was it turned down? All right, got 8. What do we got here? 25. Then we got 2 inches diameter. 25 by 2 by 2. If some dumb kid from the south side of St. Louis can come up with an idea that could seemingly save eBay, why didn't somebody there come up with it? You know, I'm sure they did. All right, this is Ryan. Next up, this thing's been in my store. This is one thing I haven't ended and sold similar since I listed. It's been listed since July of 2022. And the reason is because it don't come up because it's under eBay Motors. So it doesn't come up in my normal eBay when I end and sell similar. And it's a Volkswagen floor mat found at the Benz over a year ago. And finally sold for $18. Headed to Charlotte, North Carolina. Grabbed a box hoping it would fit, and it is. Nice. Don't do that. See a ray of light. Oh, when I see you smile. 15, 11, 7. You'd think I'd have that box memorized by now. 1, 8. When I see you smile, I face the world. Peter D. Peter D. I like that. Peter D. When I see you smile, I see a ray of light. I can do anything when I see you smile. Baby, when I see you smile at me. Bad English, John Wade. And Neil Sean, right? We got some Converse. Converse has been selling like crazy on Posh and here, right? Not maybe like crazy, but all right. And these sold for $10. Headed to New York. New York. New York. I'm going back to Cali. That's not New York. New York. New York. Boom. We got 112. What are some other like if I was eBay, I'd be anything that has to do with like climate change right now or any of that kind of stuff. I'd be jumping on advertising there. Anything that has to do with sustainability, like a solar convention for solar panel convention. You know, I mean, just be thinking outside the box. Like, tag yourself along with everything that is sustainable and electric vehicles. You know, even though we know the deep down truth of really you're still mining in the earth for electric vehicles. We all know the details of that. I'm just thinking the trends, if you will. Next up, we got, are you ready for a Blu-ray lot? We got Texas Killing Field and Lone Ranger. $8 and $5. Headed to Pasadena, California. Giro pack. You want to buy some Giro packs? Bubble mailers. Poly bags. I don't have their poly bags. That's the other poly bags, but they do got poly bags. And they're colored too, I believe. You can get all different colors. The cheapest online. Save you some money. Use the code Urban Picker at checkout. Save 10% off your order. Every time. Every time. Get off my finger in that trash can. Trash can. Alright, we got 7. And we're going 10. Wheel by 1. And we're going to have to go media mail on that. Media. Promotional copy. There we go. Geraldo. Geraldo. Next up, we've got, they're already packed up in a box because that's how I packed them up. But they were like some Marvel 4x4 model kits. There's like 3 of them in here. They sold for $10. I think they were just some little toys I picked up from a friend that I buy toys from. Headed to Miami, Florida. 12x6x6. 110. Natalie H. Wow, $10, $9 just for that. Crazy. Natalie H. Where can I put this stuff? Move that over here, move that over here. Give me some room. Next up, we've got, I didn't grab a box for this. I found these at the bins last time I was down at the bins downtown with Marcus from Dix's Pickens and Kristen from A Rule Squirrel. I found 2 of these Garth Brooks box sets sealed. Target exclusives, I believe. Yep. Target exclusives. And sold for $9.11. Headed to Carson City, Nevada. This fit in a 12x6. Ooh, it will squeeze into a 12x6. Let me grab one of those. I don't think I got any out here. It's in there. That's a lot of room in there, huh? Put some little airbag in there. It's going media mail, so it'll be the same price. Either way. 2-2. 6x12x6. Jenna T. Jenna T. Next up we've got a United States Navy sister t-shirt. Sold for $11.20. Headed to Texas. Boom, boom. 8. Dina B. Ear itch. Next up, we've got a Southwest Airlines Super Bowl pin. Biggity beam. And that sold for $5. Head to Highland Ranch, Colorado. In the slick black Giro pack. It's got solid glue that sticks back. Makes you feel like a king, judging the only thing. Okay, 6 by 7 by 1. Going to Mike S. Mike, we got your pin delivered to you. Next up, we've got some Asics tennis shoes. And headed to Iowa, sold, nope, wrong spot. Headed to California, sold for $17. KG. Next up, we've got Globe Life hat. Headed to Iowa, Sioux City, Iowa. And sold for, well, I guess I took an offer for $5 on this. I don't remember doing that. Normally I don't take $5 offers. I usually go back at $5.99. That's a weird price. $4.98. Huh. Maybe this was my first price change thing. $4.90. I got one more in stock. It says $11.98. Will it tell me if I took the offer? View order details. Huh. It won't let me click. One sold, it won't let me click. That's weird. Maybe I did. Or if they bought it at, I don't know. I guess I did. All right, 6. Zachary K. And next on the last of the eBay, we got Central Christians College of the Bible hat. Sold for $12. Headed to Fayette, Missouri. Not sure where that is. Fayette, Missouri. And if that item sold 2 days ago when I was having slow sales, I may have taken a $5 off on a hat just to get something sold. So I guess it's possible I did it. Perfect. Brian B. All right. It's possible. Review purchase. Firm and print. Spinning wheel of death. And away we go. Boom. Brian B. Zach. K. Mike S. Dina. Dina B. Jenna. Natalie. Which one is Natalie? Why am I hitting a wall here? Oh, because I put Nat instead of Natalie. That's why, James. Hello. Nick. Peter. And Ryan. Now we got the Posh order. Let me do my printout before I forget. Print to scan form, James. Generation Clash. Generation Clash. Let me check pirate ship. I got to print up a end of day over here with one label. Let's print it up because my since my numbers have dropped, get everything scanned. And now the Posh. Supported Amazon. Your account will be suspended and held all. Love these fake things that can't speak English. Your account will be suspended and hold all your last order. What? It's funny. But yet still so many people get scammed by that stuff. If you read it slowly, you can tell that it's it's not proper. So my Poshmark vinyl record sold for $6. Biggity bam. Whoops, what am I doing? Clicking the wrong thing. Headed to Heritage, Pennsylvania. And I need that one came up ground advantage on Posh. Normally they come up priority. That one came up ground advantage. Interesting. I wonder what, don't tell you what they charge them for the shipping, huh? So I'm wondering if they, for media, if they were smart, they'd come up with a separate pricing for media on the shipping. All right. I'm not saying that they're dumb, I'm just saying. Let me see if this other one that just sold on Posh is within reach. I'm gonna go grab it anyway. Tub 67. I think I just put it up, so it should be right on top. Tub 67. Alright, and next on Posh, we got a St. Louis Cardinals hat sold for $12. Headed to Weldon Springs, Missouri. Biggity bam. Let's go Posh. Go Gadget Posh. All right. That is all. Boink. Got to resurface these 2 CDs, and then I'm off to the post office. So what, nothing's sold, right? We had 2. We had 2 items sell since we started. So we were at 6104. We're at 83.87. So, all right. Well, let's hope. Hopefully that big hat order guy will pay today. Bring the day up. So, all right. Thanks everybody for watching, and I will see you all in the next video. Later.